and back to the swing. Oh, that kind of hurt. If you're like me and we've been inside and during all this Corona times, and we're gonna go back again into active life, probably your body is not feeling like it's quite up to that stage or that to that challenge. So that can lead to injuries. And to discuss that particular topic, I have a dear friend of mine who is also from Puerto Rico, and this is Dr. Pedro Tort, who's an orthopedic surgeon. And he is also an elite athlete, Olympic level gymnast. So he has plenty of experience about this kind of things. Dr. Tort, welcome to Health, Spice, and Life with Dr. Mario.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure of being here in the program. It's an honor. And being here with you, sharing with the people that have been home for a while and start doing sport and then feeling those pain and problems in the upper extremity already.
So let's just jump into this, Dr. Tort. When we're talking about upper extremities, what are the symptoms that people can feel that tells us that something is wrong inside of those joints?
Well, usually it starts little by little because we're starting to get back into the gym, either at home or in the beach. And we can start feeling some discomfort in the front or at the side of the shoulder, especially when we're doing overhead activity or when we are increasing the weight. Usually it starts with just a discomfort, and then it can get into the point that you're unable to do more exercise. So usually it starts little by little and then progress sometimes to the point that it avoids continuing doing activity.
So when we start to feel that, what can we do at home, especially now during these times, so we can support the health of our upper body joints?
That's very important, and it depends on how you progress your exercise. If you're starting to do the sport and you have not been active for a while, and you're doing weights, start with small weights and then progress to more. You can start increasing your curve of intensity, but you need to lower that curve on and off in order to continue shaping your body. So it's really important that you pay attention to your body. If you're increasing intensity, once the pain started, decrease a little bit the activity and then look for help and information.
So that's pretty much what we call in medicine, going from something that is more conservative, and then we start to progress into more serious ways of treating what we're feeling. So what things can we use at home from the medication standpoint, over the counter, that can help us?
That's a really good point. For example, you can start with a modification of activities. You can always do icing. Remember, only 15 minutes, like twice or three times a day. You can also do some soft massage. You can take, if you're not allergic to aspirin, you can take one or two non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications or acetaminophen. You can use natural products like turmeric, glucosamine, and chondroitin sulfate. But most of the changes are related to the adjustment of the sport.
So as we're getting closer to the end of the segment here, Dr. Tort, there are things that we cannot take care of at home. What are the things that would require that we go to a surgeon like yourself so we can get the care that we need?
For example, you're doing a sport and you fall, you feel a crack or a rip, then, for example, you can have a rotator cuff tear or a shoulder dislocation. Or if you're doing a sport and you did already the modification of activities and the other conservative treatment options that didn't work, that's the time that you need to see an orthopedic surgeon.
So when we go to the orthopedic surgeon, what are the common procedures, just let's say 2 or 3 of them, that you end up doing in some of these patients?
Well, related to the problems that we have been talking today, most of the procedures are arthroscopic, which means it's introducing a camera inside the shoulder. We don't need to cut it open anymore, and we see inside and we take care of all possible lesions that there are. For example, rotator cuff tear, labral tear, or reconstruction of a shoulder with instability.
Now, and before we wrap this up, I just want you to give us what I call the power sports punch in this case. What is your best kept secret as an orthopedic surgeon for keeping your joint healthy?
Well, progress slowly. If you start having some discomfort, then do the modification of activities. It's always good to continue doing some sport. When I say rest, it's not resting and go back to watch TV. I'm talking progress slowly to the sport. If you have one type of injury that keeps continue getting worse, look for help and find a good orthopedic surgeon to take care of your problem.
So now we're ready to go back to the swing again. So this is Dr. Mario. From my heart to your heart. A tu salud. Keep it up.